Hello, happy new year. My name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking you through the books I have to read in 2022. So I wanted to make this list because for the past 2 years I've done 20 books to read in 2020 and 21 books to read in 2021. I didn't want to keep going up in increments of one, otherwise those lists were going to get out of hand and I haven't been completing them every year. So I decided to instead make a quick list of books that for several reasons I want to read across the year. There will not be punishments to this list if I don't read them. That idea really stresses me out and it makes reading these books unenjoyable for me, which I don't want to happen. So yeah, there are a few books here, let me count them. There are 18 books here, so not a massive list to read across the year, but definitely some that should become a priority. Starting off with a series that I need to finish, I need to read Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. I have promised myself that I will finish this series in 2022, and there's a lot of it to read. It's a chunky series. So if you are unaware, this is books 5, 6 and 7 in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. And I've been slowly reading the first 4 over the past 2 years when they're much smaller than these. I gave the first 2 books between 4 and 5 stars. I gave the third book 3 stars and the fourth book 4.5 stars, I believe. So I have very high hopes for these books. They're just chunky, so I keep putting them off. Next is a book I keep putting off and I cannot think of the reason why. I need to get round to it, and that is Bunny by Mona Awad, or Awad. I have heard that this is one of the weirdest books ever and that people absolutely love it, and for some reason I keep like not picking it up, not matching it to readathon prompts, not mood reading it, just leaving it alone, and I have no idea why. Apparently it's weird, it's really hard to wrap your head around. Hilarious, hallucinogenic freakery, says the Daily Mail, apparently from the cover. But yeah, definitely need to get this one read. I then have a book I've had on my shelves for literally years, and that is Emmy and Oliver by Robin Benway. I bought this one because I absolutely loved Far From the Tree, and I actually have no idea what it's about. I know it's a YA contemporary. I need to get through my YA contemporaries because I am growing out of them ever so slightly. I do find especially the older titles quite cringy, so I need to get this off my TBR. A new book that has been added to my collection and to, well, it's a new release, so the World's collection, is Defy the Night by Brigid Kemmerer. All of Brigid Kemmerer's books have got at least 4 stars from me. This is her dipping into heavier fantasy. So she started off as a contemporary writer, then did the Cursebreaker series with the kind of urban fantasy twist. I know that this one is fully fantasy, I believe, and I've just been a little bit daunted because I don't know how much I'm gonna love her straight fantasy. Saying that, this one didn't come out that long ago. I picked up a copy as soon as I physically can. Wait, my receipt is still in here. I got this copy in Bristol in September, so I haven't had it too long, but I know I'm gonna be putting it off because I'm a bit scared of it, but I know it's gonna be amazing, so why am I doing that? Another book I'm putting off because I'm scared it'll be amazing, or scared that I will hate it when everyone else finds it amazing, is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Clune. This is a lot of people's favourite book, or one of their favourite books, and I am scared because I tried to read an arc of Under the Whispering Door, which is his newer release, and I didn't like it at all. So I DNF'd it, actually. So when this was released in paperback, I did get gifted it by the publisher, so very grateful for that. I know so many people love it, and I just need to join the hype train, I guess. One I'm putting off because I am genuinely terrified of it is The Poppy War by Rf Quang. I read a little bit of the first chapter in a try a chapter tag, and I have decided that I'll be doing a big buddy read for this in some capacity in 2022. I have an idea of how I'm going to do it, but I haven't like announced anything yet. So yeah, it looks intense. I know I wanted it. but I keep putting it off because I'm scared of it, and I feel like it's going to take me ages to get through. The writing is so small on the pages, and yeah, I need help with this one. One I definitely shouldn't be finding daunting, but for some reason don't pick up, is Tilly and the Book Wanderers, which is the First Pages and Co book by Anna James. I've had this a while now. I think I got it last Christmas, and I wanted to read it for Believathon, but I ended up only reading 3 books for Believathon, so I couldn't fit this one in as well. And yeah, it seems like a cute middle grade. There's Alice in Wonderland. This is like a pirate. It looks fun. I don't know why I haven't done it. Books that I know are going to be fun, and again have no reason for putting them off, is Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. Both of these were gifted to me by Victoria, so thank you so much again, Victoria. You are an absolute angel. But yeah, she gifted me both of these books for different reasons at different times, and I haven't picked them up yet. I have read Chloe Brown and I really liked it. I gave it 4 or 4.5 stars, I can't quite remember. And for some reason, these aren't making it onto my TBR. Why not? I don't know, so let's add them to this video. I am steamrolling through these. It's just because I don't want to read the blurb out of every single one. I just want to give you the list. So, another series I want to finish off. I need to read The Toll by Neil Schusterman. I have read Scythe and Thunderhead, so this is book number 3, third and final book. And I went against the trend. I didn't really love Thunderhead, but it's been so long that I'm going to need to reread Thunderhead to read this one. So I'm going to try to reread Scythe, Thunderhead, and then read The Toll. And again, a chunker. Now we have a very recent gift, but one that I've had my eye on for a while, so I have no excuses for not picking it up yet. And that is Sweet Pea by CJ Scoose. Mentioning Victoria again, this is one of her favourite books, and for some reason I keep putting it off. It seems like everything I want. It's apparently about a woman with a kill list, and why am I not reading this? I don't know, but I'm not, and I need to be. So again, on the list. A very old gift here. Well, I say old gift, it came in about February of last year because it was a 1K gift from Alice, so thank you so much again, Alice, is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I am not going to say I'm going to read this so I can watch the movie. I have no interest in watching the movie, but I know a lot of people are reading this now so they can watch that. This is a hate to love adult romance. What more could I want? That is literally what I like to read, and never put it on a TBR. So here we go, motivation. Next up, one that I'm hoping will suit readathons that are announced. I'm not sure what's going on, but I have Winterwood by Shea Earnshaw, which I was gifted so that I could read it for Polathon last year, and then I ended up not picking it up for Polathon because it didn't fit the prompts I wanted. So now I've had this polar fantasy sat on my shelves that I'm too scared to read. So I have read The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw and absolutely loved it, so I have absolutely no idea why I'm scared of this one. I just am. And isn't it gorgeous? It's so gorgeous. And there we go, it gets even more gorgeous under the dust jacket. So this just needs to happen. There are no excuses. Another hype train that I am in desperate need to get on is The Invisible Life of Addy Larue by V.E. Schwab. Again, I've read the first chapter in a try a chapter tag. I absolutely loved it. This was gifted to me by Leandra, so thank you so much again, Leandra. I have no excuses for not reading this. Me and Sydney were talking about this last night actually, about how that we both need to get on this hype train because it's madness that we're not on it yet. And I know that some people love this like with their whole heart, so it's time. Next we have a very old gift from Mal at a book fiend named Mal, but I believe this is the one that ended up going to my old address when I moved out and we have no idea why. But that is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco. I have had this far too long now to have not picked it up. I've heard literally amazing things. I have a silly fascination with Jack the Ripper. Like, how have I not read this yet? I genuinely can't work out why I haven't prioritised this. I feel like I think I'm gonna love it, but I'm scared that I won't love it, so I don't want to be disappointed. Does anyone else do that with books? I hold on to ones that I feel like are gonna be 5 stars and I won't read them, just in case they're not. It's madness. And the final book, which I am convinced is going to be one of my favourite books of all time, and that is why I haven't picked it up yet, and that is House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I have this gorgeous giant hardback and I am so grateful that I own it, and I'm terrified of it. It's Bible pages. It is so long, so long. But I love everything I've read from Sarah J Maas, so why do I think this is going to be any different? I genuinely don't know, but it needs to happen, doesn't it? Especially with the sequel coming out soon. So there we have it. Those are all of the books that I need to read next year. As I said, there's no punishments if I don't read them. I don't really enjoy doing that, so I'm not going to put that on myself. But these books must get read for, well, I was going to say or nothing. They just must get read. So are there any books that you are saying you have to read in 2022? Are you doing a sort of read it or unhaul it kind of challenge for the year? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. But on that note, that's all I have time for today. So thank you very, very much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one.